chapter 6-8. And it came to pass, when the sons of men had multiplied in those days, beautiful and comely daughters were born to them. And the watchers, the sons of heaven, saw them and desired them. And they said to one another,
Come, let us choose wives for ourselves from the daughters of men,
and let us beget children for ourselves.
And Shemi-Hazah their leader said to them,
I fear that you will not want to do this deed, and I alone shall be guilty of a great sin.
And they all said to him,
Let us all swear an oath, and let us all bind one another with imprecations, that none of us should turn back from this counsel until we fulfill it and do this deed.
Then they all swore together and bound one another with imprecations. And they were, all of them, 200 who descended in the days of Jared onto the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called the mountain Hermon, because they swore and bound one another with imprecations upon it. And these are the names of their leaders: Shemi-Hazah, who was their leader; Artakoth, second to him; Ramashel, third to him; Kokabel, fourth to him; Armumael, fifth to him; Raamel, sixth to him; Daniel, seventh to him; Zikiel, eighth to him; Barakel, ninth to him; Aziel, tenth to him; Hermani, 11th to him; Mataral, 12th to him; Ananel, 13th to him; Satael, 14th to him; Samshiel, 15th to him; Sariel, 16th to him; Tumiel, 17th to him; Turiel, 18th to him; Yamiel, 19th to him; Zahoriel, 20th to him. These are the leaders of 10. These and all the others with them took wives for themselves from among all whom they chose. And they began to go into them, and to defile themselves with them, and to teach them sorcery and spellbinding, and to reveal to them the cutting of roots and herbs. And the women became pregnant by them, and bore to them great giants. And the giants begat Nephilim, and to the Nephilim were born Eliud. And they were growing in accordance with their greatness, and they were devouring the labor of all the sons of men, and men were unable to sustain them. But the giants conspired to slay men and to devour them, and they began to sin against all the birds and beasts of the earth, and reptiles that creep upon the earth, and in the waters, and in the heavens, and the fish of the sea. And they began to devour the flesh of one another, and they drank the blood. Then the earth brought accusation against the lawless ones for everything that was done upon it. Aziel taught men to make swords of iron, and weapons and shields, and breastplates, and every instrument of war. And he showed them metals of the earth, and how they should work gold, to fashion it suitably, and concerning silver, to fashion it for bracelets and ornaments for women. And he instructed them about antinomy, and about eyeshadow, and about all manner of precious stones, and about dyes. And the sons of men made these for themselves and for their daughters, and they transgressed. And there was much godlessness upon the earth, and they made their ways desolate. Shemi-Hazah taught spellbinding and the cutting of roots. Hermani taught incantations and magic and sorcery and sophistry. Barakel taught the auguries of the lightning flashes. Kokabel taught the auguries of the stars. Zikiel taught the auguries of the meteors. Artakoth taught the auguries of the earth. Samshiel taught the auguries of the sun. Sariel taught the auguries of the moon. And they all began to reveal mysteries to their wives. As men were perishing, their cry went up towards heaven.